There is an acting one, but I'm de facto. So those are many hats that I'm wearing. And because of that, I will lead us in this program. We do not have much time. We intend to be done within less than an hour, if possible, because after the viewing, we will need to release the family to go back home. So we'll recognize the leaders who are here, and only a few are going to speak. When I started, I read out a long list of protocols from the Deputy President down. Now I have already done that. So just associate yourself with the protocol that is already established and move on to your remarks as we move ahead. I will invite Honorable Milemba to come and introduce the members of the National Assembly. But as it comes, I'd like to know, do we have MCAs, members of County Assembly here with us today? We have a few. Now with the masks, we can't recognize, but we recognize you. Asante sana. So Mheshimiwa, just introduce the members of National Assembly, and maybe three can make quick remarks.
Thank you very much. On Senator Sakaja, to the family of Moses Mudavadi, led by ANC party leader Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and to the Friends Church that is leading this congregation today, and to the leadership led by the Deputy Vice President, Dr. William Ruto, together with former Vice President Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, the CSAs, Kagwe and Eugene Wamalwa, the governors who are here. I saw Governor Kibwana here, the party leader of Ford Kenya, Wetangula. My task will be very brief, but first, let me bring my personal condolences and those of my family to the family of Moses Mudavadi for the loss of Mama Hannah, whom, as described, very generous, among other things. And many people grew under her umbrella, including myself. Without much ado, we have a number of honorable members who are here today to come and mourn with the family. But before then, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, you earlier on had complained about the mask and inability to see some people. Let me acknowledge the presence of the following. That within this congregation, we have Justice Effie Ward, we have Honorable Jirongo, we have Dr. Muhisa Kitui, we also have Ruben Ndolo, we also have Andrew Ligale, just to recognize a few, but you had already recognized him. We have Justice Michelule. We have Honorable Beatrice Elachi, among others, just to acknowledge the few. Coming back to my main task is to introduce the honorable members of parliament who are here. And I have the lists. We want to be as brief as possible. So I'll only read your name and you rise up and you wave. And then I'll bring only three to speak very briefly, and we shall be done. So I begin with Honorable Tindi Mwale of Butere. Thank you very much. We also have Honorable Seka Christopher of Huisero. We also have Dr. Chris Wamalwa of Kiminini. We also have Honorable Soti Godfrey, nominated ANC. Also in our midst is Honorable Wangwe Emmanuel, who is also our Chief Whip in Parliament. And next, we also have Honorable Mwanthi Peter of Limuru. We also have Honorable Tim Wanyonyi of Westlands. We also have Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Women Rep, Vihiga County. We also have Honorable Munyaka of Machakos Town. We also have Honorable Vincent Kawaya of Mwala. We also have Honorable Aladwa George of Makadara. In our midst also is Honorable Ferdinand Wanyonyi, or he may have left, but we saw him earlier. Then we also have Honorable Ayub Savula of Lugari. Thank you, he's in the back there. Then we also have Honorable Ann Pasaris, Nairobi. Esther Pasaris. Esther Pasaris, sorry for that mistake. Esther Pasaris, not Ann Pasaris. And then we also have Honorable Bunyashi Sakwa, very well at the back of Nambale. If I'm very well, we also have Honorable Honorable Tungi of Nyaribari Chache. Asante sana. Could I be forgetting any one honorable member of parliament? That means I've done it well. Oh, Honorable Caleb Amisi of Saboti. Very well done. Having done that, allow me to bring a few just to condole. Number one, I bring Aladwa George because of his Nairobi presence.
Asante kanisa letu la marafiki, waombolezaji wote, makamu wa rais, viongozi wote, jamii ya Mudavadi na wasalimu, mjambo. Bwana asifiwe. Yangu itakuwa ni machache kwa niaba ya jamii yetu ya Western hapa Nairobi. Nitoa risala la rambirambi kwa kiongozi wetu Musalia Mudavadi kumpoteza mama yake, na sisi kama jamii ya Western ambayo tunaishi hapa Nairobi tuko viongozi wawili, Mheshimiwa Tim Wanyonyi ambaye ni wa Westerners pamoja na mimi ambaye ni wa Makadara na MCAs wale wa Nairobi ambao wangeweza kufika hapa. Rambirambi yetu na viongozi wote wa jamii yetu ya Mlembe katika kaunti ya Nairobi, tunatoa pole zetu rasmi kwa ndugu yetu mkubwa Mheshimiwa Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi na kusema pole sana. Ya mwisho, ningetaka tu kusema sisi kama jamii ya Western hapa Nairobi tumeshikana kuona kwamba mambo yetu, ngaji pastor alisema tusiongee mambo yetu Nairobi, tutaleta jamii pamoja mwaka huu, kuona jamii yetu zaidi ya milioni 1 katika kaunti ya Nairobi tunaongea na sauti moja. Tumedharauliwa sana kama jamii ya Waluhya hapa Nairobi na Kenya, lakini mwaka huu Mungu atuonekanie, unity yetu ikuweko, tuongee na sauti moja, tuheshimiwe katika siasa za Kenya, kwa sababu jamii ya Mlembe namba 2, na sitaogopa kusema mimi ni Mluhya, sitaogopa kusema mimi ni Mkenya, natoka Vihiga County na nina haki ya kusema kwamba kama jamii tunataka kusema 2022 tutaongea sauti moja. Na kumalizia kusema kwamba wale viongozi wote wako katika jamii ya Mlembe, wakiwemo Mheshimiwa Eugene, Mheshimiwa Moses Weta na wale wengine Jirongo na Mheshimiwa Musalia, ukimaliza mazishi tuoneshe nchi ya Kenya Waluhya tunaweza kushikana. Na hiyo ndio apili yangu kwa matanga ya Mama Hana, ya kwamba Waluhya wakishikana tutaheshimiana, tukikosa kushikana hatutaheshimiwa. Kwa hivyo ombi langu, tushikane, tuheshimiwe 2022. Asante.
Because of limitations of time, I want the ones I want to call to be as brief as possible in their condolences. Ma'am Beatrice Adagala, could you come please? And then Chris, be ready. And then I conclude with our speaker.
All protocols observed. Mourners who have come to condole with my party leader, His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi. Good morning. Bwana Yesu na asifiwe. Hi Quakers. I don't have much to say really. I've come to celebrate the life of a mother to my party leader, the family of Moses Modamba, the Abakebembes, the Abashangalas. May God be with you at this time. As we celebrate Mama Anna, she's a woman of valor. She's a woman of Proverbs 31:31. She's taught us very well. She's our role model. And Mama Kitonyi has just said it here. She was a maendeleo ya wanawake woman who has taught us manners, how to behave, and how to talk in front of people. So I give her the final flower by saying, may she rest well in heaven. And Mama, when you go there, we are still here. Aladwa has talked of her date. Tirana gabwango kobogoradai. Mukali kivune okusale koweo. God bless us all. You are all welcome to Vihiga. We have just started the journey. You are all welcome to Vihiga County. Vihiga is Amani County. We are peaceful. God bless us all.
Very well, Dr. Chris Wamalwa.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Right Honorable Speaker, all protocols observed. On behalf of my family, the people of Trans Nzoia County, Your Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, we bring condolences to your family and say pole sana for losing your dear mother. I know your mom loved you so much. We didn't know your mom, but from the Bible, the book of Matthew 7:20, the Bible says, a good tree will be known by its fruits. Through your mom, we've known you with good virtues of humility, accommodating, and tolerance. We know very well that your mom had wished to see you as the president of this country, but unfortunately, God has taken her. But we are going to pray for you. We have no doubt, as the Luya nation, as the Mulembe nation, you are the senior most and do not walk alone. We are praying for you. And as we go back home, Honorable Ladwa, you are from ODM, and I want to send you to Baba, that Honorable Musalia is bereaved. He lost his member of parliament in Matungu. So for the spirit of handshake, tell Baba to withdraw the candidate of ODM from Matungu constituency. As a Mulembe nation, we are praying to be united. We've been a laughing stock for so long, and also it goes without saying, even in Kabuchai, that a seat for Ford Kenya, and Your Excellency, the Deputy President, will request you to withdraw your candidate so that the spirit of handshake, you leave this for the Kabuchai seat. As a Luya nation, we've been a laughing stock. In fact, we are not number 2 in this country. God has rewarded us when it comes to reproductive activities. Now we are number 1 as far as population of this country is concerned. So come 2022, we want to form the government with others or on ourselves. Thank you, Your Excellency, and we're going to pray for you. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Chris, for being brief and to the point. Honorable Ayub Savola. I'm actually concluding. After that, I'll only bring the Chief Whip and I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The leadership of the church, the leadership of the country led by the Deputy President, my Speaker, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, my party leader. I stand here on behalf of ANC party just to convey the condolence of the party for the big loss of Mama Anna. And before I say anything, I will introduce the party leadership. We have our chairman, Honorable Lunani, who is there. I've seen the youth leader, all party officials, kindly, Ms. Mametu. Our national youth leader is there. They are all present. The leadership of the country led by the Deputy President, you may not know this, but today is a day when I can speak from the bottom of my heart. Actually, I'm grateful to the family of the late Moses Mudavadi, through Mama Anna and Musalia Mudavadi. We are the products of this family. Musalia Mudavadi educated me. He paid the entire school fees when I was in Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, postgraduate diploma. He also paid school fees for Honorable Osoti. Those are facts. I'm saying we are products of Mama Anna. Family friend, he's here, the former Attorney General. He knows this as a matter of fact. My neighbor, William Ruto, from my house here in Nairobi to your house is 7 minutes. From my house in Lugari to your house in Sugoi is 7 minutes. But I was educated by a son who is 57 kilometers from Lugari to Mululu, his home. So we are products of Mama Anna. Today we are here to celebrate the life of Mama Anna. And we say, thank you, Mama Anna, for giving us opportunity to serve as leaders in this country. With those few remarks, I will say, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, pole, and your slogan, you will never walk alone on the journey of becoming the President of the Republic of Kenya. I'll stand with you. Me, I'm not a Judas Iscariot. Deputy President, you are my neighbor. When I was burying my father, someone landed in my compound with a chopper with 17 million, daring me to go and overthrow Musalia Mudavadi as my party leader. I said, mimi ni mtoto wa pastor. No, I will not do that. This is the family that brought me. Mama Anna, rest in peace. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Savula, could you be having part of the money we could share? Thank you. Finally, I go to the leadership of parliament, and that's my last speaker, and that is Honorable Wangwe Emmanuel Chifwe. My name is Zomboko Milemba Mwalimu, Honorable Member for Muhaya. Thank you.
The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi and the family, His Excellency the Deputy President, Dr. William Ruto, the Speaker of the National Assembly, the top leadership seated herein today, mourners, Mrembe. My name is Emmanuel Wangwe, the MP for Navaholo, and the Chief Whip Majority Party in the National Assembly. Allow me on behalf of myself and that of my family and that of my constituency which I represent herein, pass my condolences to the family of Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi for the loss of your dear mom. The fruits of Mama Hana is evidenced through Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. In 2013, prior to that, I was an ODM member, but things fell apart. and Honorable Musalia took me up at the last minute of 2013. Without much ado, he pushed me through until I became a member of parliament for Navaholo, a new constituency that had been created by Honorable Andrew Ligale, who is here today. I must say thank you, Mheshimiwa Ligale, and thank you, Mheshimiwa Musalia. I want to say that you have made me whom I am today. From 2013, I stand before you as the Chief Whip in the National Assembly, and on behalf of the majority party, my colleagues who are here today, I want to say pole to that effect. We will not have much to say. The pastor said one statement that I would really wish and have seen he could be in Mululu on that barrel day. But why do we politicians now come before you when there is the dais and we make such utterances to each other? I think those prayers, Pastor, they need to be reiterated in Western so that we come and deliver the right message of unity. Lawyers, we have failed to unite behind Musalia Mudavadi, whom we have already coronated as our leader. There is no any other person who has been given the spokesmanship in Luya Nation other than you, Honorable Musalia. Let us all be behind you so that we are able to face the reality. I feel that if we unite, we won't hesitate the Deputy President to come and talk to you so that on the same table of negotiation, one of you, and we believe you will carry the day out of that negotiation. We want to wish you well. As we lay Mom to rest, let all be that we will be united behind you, Honorable Musalia, for today, tomorrow, and the Luya Nation will move forward with you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, members of National Assembly. I also want to thank Honorable Mboko. You've done a good job. We didn't take too much time. Senators, a few, because we are the upper house, but with the lower hand. You know, Honorable JB, when we were together, in the National Assembly, we were always arguing. And he said that one is the upper house, but it has, yours is the lower house, but it has the upper hand. That is the National Assembly. But that notwithstanding, we're grateful. And I'll ask Senator for Vihiga, who is the Senator of the home county, Senator Kaniri, to come, and he'll introduce to us Malala and Wako.
God is good. No, you are saying as if you don't believe in it. God is good, and all the time. Nyasaye ni mulai na inyinga yosi mbyo mno. My brother Musalia, I bring my condolences and those of my family and those of the entire family of Vihiga to you and the family of Subson Budamba Mudavadi. I am fully aware what you're going through because not too long ago, I also went through that. I lost my mom, and I know the pain of losing a mother. This is one of the worst things that can happen to an individual, losing your beloved mother. So all we will do for you, as we condole you, is to pray that God gives you the fortitude and strength to bear the loss. And I am sure and confident that God will see you and the entire family through. My joy is that Mama Anna gave us a lot of blessings in life. And again, in death, she's given a lot of blessing to this country. Never before have I seen the leadership of this country united than now. In mourning Mama Anna. I've been with you since Sunday, and I've seen all the leaders from across the divide come to condole with you. I've seen that unity. My prayer is that even after Mama Anna, we maintain that unity. Mama Anna was prayerful, as this was said. She has prayed for me several times. And Yasara Zamuluya. Nuzira Hulama Mama Anna Mululu, Yasara Humulu Swari no Lusungura, Halholio Tukulindum, Musahulu Moi, Mawala Mushera Husari, Musheria Sala Muluya, him who's Daka Kumi, Dala Moi Kukimirashiko, Kwanza Hulumanyabo Lash. But she was prayerful. We thank God for the days that He gave us with Mama. Pastor Bulimo has already warned us that this is his house, this is his church, that we should not bring politics here. But Pastor, hati uza. Manya lo adua, kwanzi za topic munuinde yesana. Yuko bola ulala bumundu muluya. Bandu beru, kwenya kubabolere. Kanibali yano. Kuze kwako muswirero ko nibaswerere buli mwaka kwenda mwaka rudi. Enough is kwenya kwambane kumulomenye sauti ndala kodi mundu muluya. Nkhongo sanga muyayi weru Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi. Mama Tesi, the baton has been passed over to you. The matriarch is gone. You are remaining the matriarch. I know this shoes is big, but I'm confident that you'll fit in those shoes. Bandu bulizanga ngombe mululu, the delegation tsirula ihale ni ihale. Kwenya lero kuikule zigeti mululu, bandu barulo kuura ku delegation iruli chuka. The delegation iruli Migori, bizu khula mwami mululu. Shumbola ndi bandu beru. Nenukhwa khayibwa mushere kwenya khurange lukendo lwenolo. Langa wetangula, langa Mheshimiwa Jirongo, langa banga Eugene yaba Mheshimiwa khubikha halala kwenya khujendere halala kholi mundu wumulembe. Fare thee well, Mama. Rest in peace till we meet again. And I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Vihiga on Saturday. God bless you.
Thank you, Senator Malala, please.
Thank you. God is good, and all the time. I must admit with all honesty that today is a sad day. The Grim Reaper's hands have strangled the very existence of a great woman. A woman who gave birth to a great man in the name of Musalia Mudavadi. Party leader, I know your heart is soaked in a pool of sorrow, but I want to encourage you. The book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 4, it says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." We are all converged here to mourn with you, to comfort you, because the same Bible in Psalms 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." So, as my colleague, Honorable Savula, said, you will never walk alone. We shall stand with you. I know your inner soul is bleeding profusely for the loss of your mother, but we shall stand with you. Even in your lowest moments, we still believe in you as a leader. You are still our leader. You will lead us. And I want to disagree with the leaders who have been here before, trying to cocoon you in some corner called Mulembe. I want to say that Musalia Mudavadi is not only a Mulembe leader. Musalia Mudavadi is a national leader. If you want to propel Musalia Mudavadi to the presidency of this republic, it is a mistake to start giving him some titles equivalent to a chief of Mululu. Musalia Mudavadi, I want to say that you lead Kambas, you lead Kikuyus, you even lead Kalenjins who are seated before us today. And I believe that you are a national leader. To my brothers, and I want to challenge my brothers who have spoken here today, wakiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Ladwa, nataka unisikie vizuri. I agree with everything that you've said. that yes, we are 1 million Kenyans, Luyas in Nairobi. Yes, we are in 2022, we are going to be together. But we must start speaking from a genuine point of view. We must not lie to each other. Aladwa, I'm trying to find the science that you're going to use and the mathematics that you're going to use to unite Luyas when you're still in ODM. I don't know. I don't know that science. Utakaa chini unieleze polepole, utatumia hesabu gani kusema kwamba hawa Luya wote? Because I'm alive of the fact that Musalia Mudavadi is not in ODM. And if you want to support Musalia Mudavadi, you cannot support him if you're in ODM. Sakaja, unasema wewe kuhu amelala hapa, wewe unatoka Bushangala. You are in Jubilee. You will never support Musalia when you're in Jubilee. So tuambiane ukweli. Mimi ningependa kuwaomba viongozi wa Luya, hii injili ya kusema Luya unity tukome kama amuko kwa ANC. I want to invite you, if you want to support Musalia Mudavadi genuinely, tafadhali mlango ya ANC imefunguka, mkuje hapo ndani, and I'm sure we are going to propel this great leader to greater heights. Sina mengi ya kusema, bali kuwashukuru. My name is Senator Cleophas Malala from Kakamega. Bushangala boy, you may continue.
Asante sana. Yeah, it's okay. Cleophas Malala, tumekusikia vile umesema, and you shall be responded to. Sini sawa? But I think Alado is serious when he says what he's saying. You know, hata kwa Biblia, the Israelites went around for 40 years because of division. But when they came together, they go to the promised land. So there is a reason for everything, and there is a season for everything, Honorable Cleophas Malala. And the time will come. I want to invite our senior AG Emeritus, Senator Amos Wako, who is also a friend to the family, to give his remarks. Karibu.
To the Mudavadi family, led by Honorable Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, former Vice President, former Deputy Prime Minister, and former Chancellor of Exchequer. Chancellor of Exchequer, for those who do not know, is Minister for Finance. To the first Deputy President and our new Constitution, William Samoei Ruto, to the party leaders present, and I'm glad they are all lawyers. There's Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, I think, and there is Moses Wetangula of Bungoma. My speaker, I want to recognize you. I want to recognize a former senator, now chief secretary, no, cabinet secretary, health. So I've just removed my mask in case you're getting worried. And I think they cleaned it. You cleaned it? Yeah. Abandu mwezi, murembe handi. Because of the special occasion, I took an opportunity just to join a few remarks here, because I want them to go out very, very clearly. We are all gathered here to pay tribute to Mama Hannah Achanzale Mudavadi, who was a great wife, a loving mother, and a friend to all. there is cause to pause, to reflect and appreciate. And there is cause to celebrate and thank God for having made Mama Anna survive her husband for 31 years and given her a lifespan of 92 years. These 92 years have enriched not only the family, it has enriched all of us, including my namesake, Eugene Wamala. Sorry, I'd forgotten it. We celebrate her as a wife. She was a wife of noble character, who was her husband's Honorable Moses Substone Mudavadi crown. And there I'm quoting Proverbs 12:4, which talks about a noble wife, who a noble wife is. And Proverbs 31:10 continue to say that noble wife is far more than rubies. I will invite you all in your quiet moments, later on today, if possible, or tomorrow, to go and read Proverbs chapter 31. And in Proverbs chapter 31 has about 30 verses on the characteristics of a noble wife. And if you read that chapter, each sentence answers to Mama Anna. If I go through it now, it will take too long. So I'm now giving you that homework. And when I meet you next, I'll ask you, have you read? Have you read Proverbs 31? What does verse 10 say? What does verse 17 say? As we all know, in those days, there were only two homes which received huge delegations. The Kabarak home of the then President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, and the Mululu home of Mudavadi Senior. Unlike the Kabarak home, the Mululu home did not have the state or government machinery to assist in the preparations of food, of drinks, etc. It must also be recalled that in those days, there were no caterers. Nowadays, you just hire a caterer, professional, and he does the job. There were no caterers. So it all depended on Mama Anna. Mama Anna, who was very ably assisted by the daughters to do the job. And if you read the tributes by the daughters, they were each assigned a function to do. I think Abi Kahai was assigned a function of the kitchen, cooking. Another one was assigned a function of making sure that the food was available and it was enough, and so on. And therefore, Mama Anna, as a wife of noble character, as per Proverbs 31, she usually woke up while it was still dark and set about her work vigorously to provide food for not only her family, but the very many visitors and delegations that visited the Mululu home. And as for those characteristics, refer particularly to Proverbs chapter 1, Proverbs 31, verses 15 and 17. I can tell you that all these leaders here, and those who are not here, throughout Kenya, and in particular Western Province, tested the hospitality of Mama Anna. And not just leaders, the common man tasted and enjoyed her generosity to the children and stepchildren and grandchildren. I would say that it is impossible to overstate the role and importance of a mother or a grandmother. Yours is indeed a great loss, and we have all felt it myself when my father passed away and when my mother passed away. And I can here state that when my father passed away, the Mudavadi family stood by me. When my mother passed away, the Mudavadi family stood by me. The pain that is there, I can just feel for you as you go through this time. And nobody should say that because she was 92 years old. No, you feel that loss. But now beyond feeling the loss, you must start appreciating. You, as you feel the loss, you can only live in hope that it is not final. The journey she has gone now will also be your journey when the good Lord calls you, and you'll join her in heaven. In the meantime, let Anna's unconditional love to each one of you be forever be etched in your precious memories. There is a Jewish proverb which says that God could not be everywhere, so he made mothers. He made mothers. And Abraham Lincoln, who said that no person is poor who has had a godly mother. And we have had testimonies here from everybody that Mama Anna was indeed a godly character. So appreciate her as a godly mother, and because of that, know, each one of you, that you are blessed by God and live in those blessings. Although I had known Mama Anna earlier, and I believe if you go to the history, you'll find that my father taught her husband at Kima, and he was a classmate of my uncle, Gideon. And therefore we knew each other. But I really came to know her a little bit more closely, not in 1960, as Honorable Zipporah Tony. That was a bit too, but I can say 10 years later, 15 years later, I came to know her properly in 1975, and that is when there was an election petition filed by Bahati Semo against Honorable Mudavadi. I stayed in Mululu village for 2 days just to get to know the terrain of the Vihiga constituency. And thereafter, all the almost 50 witnesses came and stayed in Nairobi, big hotel there. That was Fairview, it's not Fairview. Anyway, where I now went through their statements. I came to enjoy the loving, warm hospitality of Mama Anna. From then on, I was literally treated as a child of the Mudavadi family. And Mama Anna would, when he brought some food to his siblings, his children will also include a portion for me. And I remember getting various vegetables such as kunde, omurere, sugar. But what I liked most was tiswa and mushrooms and quails. Now with the quails, I made sure that that was cooked when I'm alone, not when I'm a visitor, because I liked quails. And Mama Anna used to bring them from time to time. Oh, tisindu. We call it in Luya tisindu. Mama ya tisindu. Mama nyobula ita. Tisindu. Yande danga tisindu. Ntisire. Dalit atasyenyene. Mu bedroom. Because I wanted to enjoy it with very, very good. Other MPs, I think Ososi and your deputy have talked how you assisted them in various ways and so on. Me, I can really say maybe I'm where I am now because of the Mudavadi family. You know, you can have all the qualifications in the world, first-class degrees and everything. But unless sometimes, for some of these very sensitive positions, you have somebody who can now say, I know Amos Wako is a good boy, he can do this job, blah, blah, blah. You never get it. And I know for sure that the Honorable Substone, Moses, Mudavadi, after the petition, nearly sold me where it mattered. And although he passed on, he sold me so well that the appointing authority still remembered that Substone told me Amos was appointed, and I was appointed. So it contributed greatly to what I am now. And I regard this relationship as one of the key and positive relationships that God has enabled me to have in this life. And my prayer is that we continue in that relationship. We continue to stand together in good times and in bad times, in good and bad times, in successes and in failures, and so on. On behalf of myself, my family, and on behalf of the people of Busia, I convey my sincere condolences to you. And we shall stand together. Thank you. Now I have my eyes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Senator Wako. I don't know if Malala, you've noticed, is also in ODM. Senator Amos Wako. There is something, and there is a place we're heading to. I don't know if Senator Ephraim Maina is here. I've not seen Senator Maina. He's a close family friend and has a long history with the family. If Senator Maina is here, no, he's not here. Senator Shionga was also here. I want to acknowledge Senator Naomi Shionga, nominated senator from Kakamega. Oh, she's here. Yes, thank you, Senator Shionga. Let's appreciate her, please. We also have apologies and condolences from Senator Gideon Moy, who has been with you at home. We were together yesterday as well. He's passed his apologies. Now, Senator Wetangula will come in at the level of party leaders. So allow me first to invite Honorable Mudavadi, who is a friend, close friend, and former classmate to Honorable Musalia, and Vice Chair of Jubilee, to say one or two things. Karibu.
Jambo, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, my friend, Musalia, Tess. I think Nothing can express how beautiful Mama was, like the way you've laid it out. She's hosted us severally, and I'm testimony. I grew up with this guy, high school, university, and we share a lot together. And going forward, like I told you, when the stars line up, you have not lined them up. It's the heavens. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much for being brief. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Head of Public Service, Mr. Wanyama Musiambo, tumpigie makofi. And also the Deputy Chief of Staff of the President, Honorable, no, you're not honorable yet, but you're honorable man, Nje Muturi. Let's clap for him as well. Asante sana. I have a request for Honorable Cyrus Jirongo. I think I'd seen him. Yes, CJ. Karibu. And then we shall have the SG of UNCTAD, Dr. Mukisa Kitui, to make some brief remarks. That is a special request from the family.
Familia ya Mama Ana, ndugu Wycliffe, dada Tesi, Jean, na familia members wote, wakubwa ambao mko hapa, Deputy President, Mheshimiwa William Ruto, who seems to have learned a trick. Anajua kulia na sisi. You see most of our funerals. And you know, the community I come from, when somebody comes to cry with you, hata kama ulikuwa na rungu unataka kumpiga, unaficha. You don't strike. So I think you've learned it. I have a long history with the Mudavadi family. Mzee Moses Mudavadi alituchunga tukiwa watoto. I remember when my brother Wycliffe was working with Tyson's, I was hustling in this town. And most of the time, when we wanted something done, tulikuwa tunaenda kuona mzee na yeye. And a few things were done for us. One outstanding thing about the Mudavadi family is believe in God. Mama, I heard people say she was a prayerful woman. I have 3 ladies in my life whose prayers were so precise. They never missed whatever they wanted to pray about. The first time Mama Anna prayed for us, if you remember, Ndugu Wycliffe, is the time Honorable George Khaniri, when they were in Fadasili, arranged to stone us at Shamahoho. And they stoned us thoroughly. You remember even one of the stones hit Mzemoi, and he was spitting. So from there, we didn't know what to say. Tukaenda kwa mama. It was myself, Ndugu Wycliffe, the late Honorable Mangale, and Mzenabwera. And we wanted to talk to Mzemoi to ensure that he arrived home well. And the phones were not common those days. So the phone was in Mama's bedroom. And the 4 of us went to the bedroom so that we can talk to Mzemoi. And when we were entering the bedroom, Mama said something. I don't know whether you remember, Wycliffe. She said, I cover you with the blood of Jesus. And sure enough, we survived that onslaught. Because a president being stoned in your village, all of us come from Vihiga originally. I'm now in Kakamega and Trans Nzoia. When a president is stoned very close to your home, is not a very interesting thing. But we came through it unscratched because she covered us with the blood of Jesus. She was very precise. The second time she prayed for us, my brother Wycliffe, if you remember, is after we had gone through a very difficult time, and Moi had made you his vice president. So she called us home to appreciate. And during her prayers, she was very clear. She never asked God to give us intelligence because she knew we were intelligent. And she only thanked God. If you remember very well. And then she said, lakini nyasaye wahonye waveni miandu. And God helped them to have money. And then she said the third word, now wahenze walinde tuduzi ya wabulei. Take care of them, for them to take care of their houses. That particular one, I thought, Mama must have targeted me, because my brother Musalia, it is Musalia Tesi. But when it comes to Jirongo, it is Jirongo, Nyokavi, Kanini, Lanoi. But in my heart, I replied and said, Mama, even if I have 3, I'll take care of them. And Fuja, I've taken care of them up to now. And she again added something else. She said, give them humility. And if you want to know, because when everybody dies, kila mtu anakuja anasema alikuwa mzuri, alifanya nini. If you want to know a genuinely nice and successful mother, check the content of the character of her offsprings. I don't think we have a more humble man in Western Province than Mheshimiwa Musalia. And if you talk to Jean, she's equally a very humble girl. That tells you the upbringing was proper. That tells you the mother was a great woman. Lakini tunaenda matanga ingine tunasema fulani alikuwa mzuri. Ukiona watoto, they are robbers. Ukiona watoto, they wait to kill. Mama Anna was successful. And her prayers were precise and targeted. I want to ask Friends Church, now that my sister Tessie has taken over the mantle, mufundishe kuomba. She's a very effective lady. She feeds us every time we go to the home. Teach her how to target her prayer like Mama Anna. And I believe nothing will go wrong, and her blessings are with us. The other lady who knew how to pray is the mother of my friend, George Khaniri. You know, we went there, you remember, how she was precise. Wachende bula ikhunjira, ubahemi andu, na ubahebu gami. Let them walk well on the road, give them money, and give them power. They did not mince their word. And the last one was the late Mama Musuba. She prayed, my mother. And she was as precise as Mama Anna was. What I want to assure you today, Mama ametuacha, and it will take a long time maybe for you to recover. But as a man, paka uyuze na uzize kila kukuana. And all of you know, it might just take 2 or 3 people, and our people will be together in the morning. And I believe if I sat with Wycliffe and somebody from Bungoma, like Wetangula or Mheshimiwa Kitui, it will not take very long for all of us to sing one song. Mheshimiwa William, you are a good neighbor. Thank you very much for mourning with us. You remember you came to mourn my mother. At that time we were fighting. Hiyo mambo ikakwisha kwa sababu tu ya kuja kulia mama. So naona umekuja kumulia Mheshimiwa Musalia, tunakushukuru. Bwana Muhoho, umekuona hata kama uko na mask. Tunakushukuru kwa kuja kulia na Mheshimiwa Musalia. Can I assure you, my brother, we have a long history, but still we have a lot to achieve. And it will take a lot of humility, a lot of sacrifices, if we genuinely have to talk to people of Kenya and they listen to us and respect us. Mungu awabariki. Thank you.
Rafiki yangu Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi na familia, viongozi wa serikali na kisiasa na tabaka mbalimbali, waombolezaji wenzangu, hamjambo. Mimi yangu atakuwa machache tu. Kwanza kabisa pia kuwakilisha kuletea rambirambi zangu kwa niaba yangu na familia kumpoteza mama mzazi na kujihusisha na yale yote amesemwa mazuri kuhusu heshima mama ameleta. Kidogo niseme kama mkweka, hata swala ya wafu ya mama yangu ilikuwa katika kanisa hii, na wakweka wanajua nikisema mama yangu alikuwa presiding clerk kwa yearly meeting, unajua must kweka as they come. Sisi kama wakweka kitu kimoja jamani sana, wakati tunajikumbusha historia yetu, ni kuamini kwamba ukweli wetu, our word is our bond. Tunayosema ni ukweli. Nikiwa bunge la Kenya watu walikuwa wakisema kitu si Mkristo kwa sababu abebi Biblia akiapa. Kwa sababu ukiwa mkweka ukishabatizwa neno lako ni ukweli. Nimemsikia mhubiri akisema hapo kwanza, tafadhali tupunguze kutukanana wakati wa mazishi. Na ninashukuru sana heshima imeonyeshwa kwa mazishi leo. Viongozi wenzangu kutoka CSM zetu, unajua mkianza kuifanya kama mila yetu kutokana kwa mazishi, hata wageni wenye wanatoka sehemu za taifa ambako kwao hawatukani kwa mazishi, wakifika kwetu utaona nao pia wanaanza kutukana watu kwa mazishi. Wanaanza kutuiga kwa tabia mbaya. Nataraji kwamba hii heshima na ustaarabu tumewashapa vitaendelea kutoka hapa. Wale waanzilishi wa kanisa wa Kweka pia waliamini kwamba social justice is the foundation of moral justice. The Quaker faith believed in equality to the extent that they were taken to court in the US because they paid slaves what they paid freeborn people. 300 years ago, long before the stroke of civil war. When you think about social justice, ni la muhimu sasa tujiulize kama Wakenya kwamba tunapitia pala pagumu sana. Changamoto yetu kubwa ni kwamba janga la COVID halijadhuru tu afya yetu, lakini pia limedhuru uchumi wetu. Tunaanza mwaka utakuwa mgumu sana, na mimi nawasihi kama viongozi mjitolee kufikiria pamoja mbinu gani zitaleta uzinduzi ambao unakomboa uchumi without the pre-existing injustice and inequalities that came before COVID. Yani kama tunatoka shida, tutoke sote, afueni iweza kwa wote. Mimi nawasihi msaidie serikali kwa mpangilio kwamba afueni sio tu kwa biashara, afueni hata kwa wale ambao hawakuwa na biashara, afueni sio tu kwa wale wanalipa direct taxes, afueni kwa wale hata hawana uwezo kuwa na taxable income. Tukianza kuyajadili haya ndio tunasaidiana kwamba we look with hope to a future where democracy promises hope of a livelihood, not a fear of competition. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Now we need to move very fast because of time. I'll invite Governor Kifuza Kibwana to make brief remarks. Karibu sana Governor. It's okay now. I'll be doing it for you to also save time. To the clergy, to the political leadership, all leadership, and to mourners, and the Musalia Mudavadi, your family. Mimi na familia, watu wa kutoka Makueni, tumekuja kusema pole sana. Tulikuja nyumbani kwako, tukasema hivyo pia, lakini tumekuja leo vile vile kusema pole. Mama hata akiwa 92 years, and the relationship that has been described between you, it means that when she passes on, it's not easy. And I think, as Jirongo has said, you will take some time to begin to accept that that has come to pass. So, poleni sana. Part of the reason why I am here is because of a relationship with Musalia Mudavadi. In his younger years, I was his teacher at the University of Nairobi. And there are a few people here also that I had the privilege to teach. And actually, it took me some time to know that Musalia, his father was Mudavadi, because in that class, he didn't say he was born from a political leader. And it was much later that his fellow students knew, and then they were able to say, that is the son of so and so. So, knowing now a bit about your mother, because I didn't also know about your father, but I've now known where that root of how you conduct yourself has come from. And she must have been a very strong woman, lady, for her for 30 years without her husband, to be the father and mother of her family and to grow you the way she has. I think I will conclude by just one. Sakaja will allow me. We used to go to AIC Gong Road together, where I used to play the guitar. Something from the Bible. I think in Kenya, it is a Samuel, 1 Samuel, chapter 16 moment, when Samuel was sent by God, the Lord, to go to Jesse's house and look for a leader, to anoint a leader. And when he went there, and the first son, Eliab, was brought before him, he thought already he had seen that leader. But God told him, no, it's not this one. Don't look at the stature. Don't look at the strength, the height. Look after the heart. That is where God looks. And I think in this country, we need heart leaders. God doesn't look at your tribe. We need heart leaders. We need thought leaders. And a lot of you are here. I think this is the year when God's appointed. It won't be Samuel. I don't know whom it will be. Who will come around asking to anoint. And you know, the person who was anointed was David. After all these children were brought before Jesse, and he asked, Samuel asked, isn't there another one? Yeah, there's another one who is out there looking after the sheep. And it is those who look after the sheep, and we know that symbolism for the people who will find favor with the Lord. And I am happy when we met, when you were young. I was also young in the classroom. You had humility. And I know there are other leaders here also who are humble, and God will come to all of you, even myself, to see where the oil should be poured. And finally, since Deputy President, you said you help the President in terms of development. As governors, we are hurting at the grassroots because there are many things that require to be done. The health crisis, youth disempowerment, livelihood, loss of livelihood, problems with devolution, public debt, and so on. So we shall come to you because you said you are dealing with development to put into your tray all those things so that you can, as of now, help the president, as you said, as other people help the president in something else. But
Pole sana, and you're a brother. You came to Makueni, and we took you to a place called Mutindi, where food for about 30 of us was 2,000 shillings, and you ate there, and you enjoyed the food.
Thank you very much, Governor Kivuta Kibwana. I have just seen President of the Law Society, if I'm not wrong. I can't really tell if it's you. Yes, it is. Nelson Harvey, let's appreciate him. And I think, is that your Vice President? Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana kwa kuja. You also came and visited the family at home. We appreciate your presence here. Honorable Pasaris, when you mentioned, you're called Ann Pasaris. I want to say your name properly. Esther Pasaris is one of the, I am told, adopted children of Mama Hana. And I can see you sitting with the Bushangala girls next to you. So we also acknowledge you, Honorable Esther Pasaris. Allow me to invite Senator Wetangula. Kindly come and make your remarks now. And also let's try and be as brief as possible.
Thank you very much, Senator Sakaja. My brother Musalia Mudavadi and the larger Mudavadi family, Your Excellency Deputy President, my brother Steve Kalonzo, cabinet ministers, and fellow leaders here. I join mourners present to bring condolences from my family, myself, and the people of Bungoma, whom I represent in the Senate, and the Ford Kenya fraternity that works closely with ANC, Wiper, and other parties. I've also had the privilege of knowing Mama Hana for a considerable time. And I also bear testimony to the fact that Musalia, as the only son, was clearly dear to his mom. And he reciprocated in the same manner. Because every single time we have been at Musalia's rural residence, probably going to some functions, he will always say, "Wacha tupitie hapa tusalimie mama," before we leave. And the prayer session will always be there, precise, concise, and I have no doubt that God always heard those prayers. At 92, we thank God for the gift of life that she has enjoyed, albeit the last few years she has been unwell. Take heart, brother. You join the long queue of total orphans, and that is life. Hold together the family. Now, more than ever before, you'll fill the gap. Even as mom was that age, you will suddenly feel that something is amiss in the family, because her mere presence was a large statement of family unity. As we mourn Mama, we've heard many things here. My friend, Pastor Blimu, who doesn't want us to talk politics in his church, every time he calls me, he talks nothing but politics. So when we come here, Pastor, you've prayed for us before we went to elections. I think your prayers didn't reach God in time, so we didn't get where we wanted to get. Yeah, but we want to salute the Quakers. It's a large community of Quakers in Bungoma, and they always speak with one voice. They say what they mean what they say. And that's as it should be. I've had my brothers from Nairobi, Aladwa, my distinguished nephew here, and others talking about our unity. Yes, we must be united. And as we unite, we must be part of the larger family called Kenya. And unity will be meaningless if rights and privileges are shunned away from you and enjoyed by others. So I want to urge you, Sakaja, Laladwa, Nairobi, you are getting an additional 12 constituencies. Claim your stake with the numbers you have. My brother Tim here and others. But more importantly, as I finish, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, this country is hurting. This country is hurting. And as captains of the leadership of our country, we want to encourage you, because as Shakespeare said, uneasy is the head that wears the crown. The crown is on your heads as our leaders. Address the crisis in the health sector. Address the chaos in public transport. Address the chaos and the pain the farmers are going through. As we speak here, cereals boards are not buying maize for farmers in North Rift and the larger part of Western. Address the plight of cane farmers. Address all the issues bedeviling Kenyans so that when we go to the next elections, we know that the opportunity we are given to lead our people, we lead them well and in the right direction. But when we run helter-skelter and display the Tower of Babel scenario to the people of Kenya, then we lose the plot and we lose the script. I want to encourage all of us that don't just ask what is going on, play your part as well. We as the alternative government will continue telling you when you go wrong that you must come back to the track. That doesn't mean we don't like you. You are our brothers. And we are all Kenyans. We have no alternative country. But when the country hurts, it hurts everybody. My brother Musalia is famed for crying about public debt every day. I now hear you want to push the debt to 12 trillion. It's not good. Let's come together and speak with one voice and address our difficulties as a country to find a just and lasting solution, because if we do not fix our economy, wananchi will spill onto the streets and look for where we live. Lastly, my brother Musalia, we took a solemn promise to each other that we shall work together. And I'm happy to hear my colleagues, particularly from the primary stock of the Mlembe Nation, saying the same thing. Please do say what you have said here and mean what you have said here, so that we do not say we are moving together, but you are driving with your eyes stuck in the rear-view mirror. You will not make progress. Brother, watu watacheka, watu watasema, watu watafanya maneno machafu, but Winston Churchill said, you will never finish your journey if you stop to throw stones at every barking dog. Focus on our journey, and we will get there. May God bless Mama Anna. And mama, ukifika huko, tafuta wazee wetu, Mzee Muliro, Mzee Budamba Mudavadi, Mzee Shikuku, na wengine, na waambie vijana bado wako, safari inaendelea, wako tayari kuonana na kila mtu mundu humundu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Wetangula. Again, I would like to recognize, I don't know if it had been done before, Waziri Chirawali Makwere, Zipapa, is also here. Asante, asante sana. At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite another friend of the family, from request by the family, Mr. Muho Kenyatta, to make a few remarks. We knew it was going to be an ambush, but karibu.
Good afternoon. On behalf of our entire family, starting with His Excellency, the President, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, his wife, the First Lady, Margaret Kenyatta, my mother, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, my sisters, Jokabi and Christina, and indeed myself. We would like to express our deepest condolences, starting with our brother, Honorable Mudavadi, his wife Tessie, for the loss of a lady who was a great matriarch and a mother. This is a family that we have known for very many years, and we hold them very close to our hearts. It is our hope that that togetherness that she managed to bring to the family, you will be able to keep the same togetherness. And as we have heard from great testimony here, maybe that togetherness will lead to a greater togetherness of a community as a whole. And I've heard that a lot. And that community togetherness will lead to a much greater development, not only of the community at home, but a greater role in the country as a whole. I'm not a politician, so I think mine were just a few words, and again, condolences to the family and the greater family as a whole. And we pray that God will keep the late Anna close by his side as she goes to rest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MK. You know, you're always ready, even if you're ambushed in that way. Allow me to invite now former Vice President Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka also to make your remarks. Karibu.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. The family of our late Mama Anna, my brother Musalia, Mama